Welcome back to Bull and Bear. We are recapping the market from November 10th through November 14th, 2025. Starting out with SPY. Pretty flat week overall, pretty choppy movement sideways, up 0.14% overall for the week. Looking at Triple Q, very much the same situation. Of note, 43-day government shutdown did end, which kind of caused a little bit of a bounce in the market. And we saw on Friday that both Triple Q and SPY undercut the 50-day. However, both recovered pretty nicely, which is what we want to see. Looking at NVDA, the name on everybody's watch list right now because they've got earnings coming up in 3 days. Overall holding pretty nicely, down 10.4% off of its 52-week high. However, still trading above we're like kind of right at its moving day averages. Looking at Tesla seems to be breaking down at this point. Don't catch a falling knife. More than likely, you might see some downward pressure on the stock as it continues undercutting its 15-day moving average. We've seen a little bit of tech whiplash, no different with our next ticker, PLTR, Palantir Technologies, also undercutting its 50-day and holding below there on both Thursday and Friday. Moving on to SanDisk.
SanDisk has been the leader in the market, as you can see, for several months. It is up 6% for the week, was up 4% on Friday. A lot of people think this is going to be a parabolic short, but right now it's been holding its own very well and is expected to continue. Moving on to Apple. Apple is at its all-time highs. It's up 1.5% for the week and pretty flat for the day, but it's still looking like a pretty good position right here. Off to Google. Google had a little bit of downward pressure, but it's nowhere near as bad as Palantir or some of the others, and it's holding up pretty well. In aftermarket, it's up 4.1%, and the reason is Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway just bought $4 billion worth of Google stock, so it's expected to gap up a little bit on Monday morning. And now some of the, if you look at Meta, which is Facebook, you can see it's fallen quite well below its 50-day and its 200-day. This is definitely in an avoid. Anything under 200-day, we'll let institutions bring that up above the 200-day before we take a look at that one again. And the last on our list is Rigetti. Rigetti is down 25% on the week. It's off 56% off its highs. And this is very similar to all of the other quantum computing stocks that are out there. They've just taken a massive hit over the past couple months. It was very speculative on the way up, and now it's crashing pretty hard on the way back down.
Overall, pretty flat, kind of choppy week, but again, it looks like there's a lot more caution, kind of AI whiplash, people moving into more less speculative, less overvalued industries and kind of keeping their cash closer to their chest. As always, every day is the opportunity of a lifetime. Don't waste it. We will be off next week for the Thanksgiving/fall holiday, but we will catch you first week of December. We'll catch you next time.